Okay, so the reason I'm coming on real quick, oops, wrong ones. The reason I'm coming on real quick is because I couldn't even see your comments, but Cindy let me know that people were trying to figure out what medications, and let me tell you, this could easily go into a bait. Not a debate, a bait for Satan. That pretty soon, before you know it, I'm on all these drugs, and you know what I'm saying? And oh, she's probably oversubscribed and she's overdosing, and this is not at all. Let me tell you exactly what I'm on, how long I've been on, why I'm on, and why I'm getting off. So, about 7 years ago, the neuropathy got so bad, I didn't even know I had it. I thought it was just from my back, that I started having to hold on to walls to walk. And the pain was pretty bad, and I had to hold on to the walker, and the cramping would be so bad in my, that's okay, Cindy, you can go back and watch it. It was awesome, though. God was really moving. The cramping would be so bad I couldn't stand, and I'd grip the walker and hurry up and sit down before I fell. Okay, so I went to the doctor. He put me on amitriptyline, and I got it twice. I went in twice and had to go up to 50 milligrams. No big deal. But what that does is it cuts off the nerves from talking as much. So you may not take all the pain, but it might help. Okay, and then he put me on lisinopril for high blood pressure. Okay, so I've been on it for 7 years. Now, the blood pressure is not that big a deal, but both can cause weight gain, which it did. I've gained about 40 pounds, and and I've already lost, I don't know, 20 or something. But the amitriptyline attacks the kidneys. They didn't tell me that. And it can make it very hard to go to the bathroom, and it can cause memory loss, which is, like I tell you guys, I have trouble with memory now, okay? And the ibuprofen I want to get off of is because I've been on it 39 years since my first car accident that almost paralyzed me. I literally was thrown 15 feet, and it messed me up pretty bad. Then I had another car accident at 36 and was hit from behind at 55 miles an hour. Okay, then I had another car accident a little over 3 years ago, and my car just took off on all ice. There's nothing I could do. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing anything wrong. It just took off, and I tried to keep from going head on to the bank, so I swerved my wheel to give me more time, hoping, but I couldn't, and so she rammed me sideways at about 55 miles an hour, and my neck was swinging all over the place. I could feel it swinging all over, rocking my head back and forth as hard as it can go, ramming the roof of the car. And so because of that, my neck's been injured 4 times. My back's been terribly injured 2-3 times, and on top of whatever, okay? So when I first got injured, I would take ibuprofen like water because it was so painful I couldn't walk. Then when I was pregnant, I was taking Tylenol 5 at a shot because I couldn't have ibuprofen, they said, when I was pregnant. Okay, so I'm just packing in the drugs over counter because I'm hurting so bad. And then the doctor put me on Motrin or whatever, trying to keep the inflammation down. I've been off and on a muscle relaxants, trying to keep the spasms down. Okay, so it's been 39 years, 7 years of this drug, amitriptyline. I find out from the doctor a year ago, which they didn't tell me, we need to keep blood tests to watch your kidneys. Okay, my dad got kidney cancer. I think it was from diabetic medication, but I could be wrong. But then 2 months after he died, his sister got kidney cancer. This tells me there's a chance, I'm not going to claim it, but there's a chance that all this pounding I'm doing on my kidneys and liver is not a good idea. And so I thought, well, since the doctors want you to go through all these tests, the last doctor I saw, I won't see again, I walked in and I said, I just need my prescriptions filled. And he said, well, how do you know you have neuropathy? I said, my mom had it. I have every symptom. Basically, if it smells like a duck, looks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And he said, well, have you actually been diagnosed? Well, the doctor I saw for 5 years, Dr. Schultz. Well, but did you need any tests? I said, no, I've had tests done years ago, and Well, then you need that. I went, I really don't feel I need that. I just need my I've been on my medication over 5 years. Can we just continue? No, I want you to go through tests, and I'm not going through that one test. It's the most painful thing I've ever had in my life, and I wasn't even having the trouble I have now. Can you imagine how bad it would hurt? No, just to please you, just to make you feel happy or suck more out of the insurance company? No, I'm not going to do it. So I left. I've made an appointment, and before the appointment, I canceled, and I never saw him again. Okay, now I'm out again, and if I want to go in to get meds, I have to go through the ritual again, and you have to do whatever we say, and you're at my mercy. And they said, well, we want to do this and that, so we're not going to just give it to you. I was so sick, I didn't want to go in and get someone's flu when I have a virus, and Deb thought it might have been touching into pneumonia. Why would I want to go in sick and get more sick just to please you in order to get my meds, which are not hard drugs, which are nothing. And I thought, Lord, this would be an opportunity to get off, because I really don't like the side effects I have. They may or may not get better, but I really would like to go ahead and not beat on my kidneys anymore. I'm 60 years old. The last thing I want to do is see how much more I can beat on those kidneys. Why wait till I have a problem before I start to work at fixing it and taking care of myself? Okay, so if I'm going to get off the amitriptyline and the lisinopril, I got to do what it takes to help my body bear underneath it. So I'm working harder on the diet, cutting out the wheat, cutting out things that cause inflammation, starting to use ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, molasses, things that cause your body to ease on the spasms, causing things that will help inflammation naturally. Now, ibuprofen and Tylenol both hit the liver and the kidneys. They hurt your stomach. My tummy can't even take ibuprofen anymore. If I took ibuprofen in the afternoon again at bedtime, I would be doubling up. My stomach's gotten too bad from all the ibuprofen for 39 years. And for the last few years, I can only take it once a day, and I have to take it with food. Now I want to stop that, because ibuprofen and Tylenol up your blood pressure. So if I want to get off ibuprofen or get off lisinopril, I got to stop the ibuprofen, because it's going to up my blood sugar. See, that's the only reason. I don't have to get off. I'm not on any hard drugs. I'm not overdosing, nothing. I'm just trying to preserve myself as long as I can. And if something happens and the pain gets to be too much and I can't do it, then I'll take some ibuprofen. But I've always been very tough, and I've learned how to bear a certain amount of pain just because that's the way life is. If it got so bad that the pain is, I'm ready to scream, I guarantee you I'll grab some crackers if I have to, and I will grab some ibuprofen. And like last night, my blood sugar was dropping. We had to take Deb to, what's that, care after service, forgot, but it's care after service, after all the clinics are closed. She needed to go in because she had an infection in her toe and she's diabetic. Both of our blood sugars were starting to drop to the point that we were getting headaches. And I said, now I'm not on any medication for diabetes. I've never been diagnosed as diabetic, but I know I am. And lately, because I'm going through all this stuff to get healthier, my body gets shocked easier. And suddenly I'm almost incoherent. My blood sugar dropped. I just grabbed something to eat. So I even grabbed a burger just because I ate the wheat bread. But today I'm right back on. I just had protein for breakfast, no wheat bread, no nothing. Do you see? I'm just trying to get healthier. It's not like I'm in trouble. But I'm trying to do my part. And I'm asking God to do his. So I've cut my meds in half. And in about a week or so, I'll probably cut them a half more. Now I might go through some more drills, sweats, going through the sweats, go through a little more pain. No big deal. I tell myself, you can do this. You're stronger than you think. It's only temporal. Pretty soon, these drugs will be out of your system. Maybe you won't have as bad memory problems. If you do, then you just go from there. Okay? Maybe you're now taking it easier on my kidneys. So hopefully, I won't have troubles with my kidneys. That's all. No big deal. But the reason I'm doing the video is because I don't want this to get bent out of shape. You know how that can happen. That's how it does. And pretty soon someone says, well, I heard she overdoses. I heard she was addicted. And no, I'm not addicted to nothing. You can't get addicted to ibuprofen. And as far as the lisinopril and the amitriptyline, any medication you take that's prescribed like that, you need to wean off if you can, because your body can have a reaction to it. Okay? No hard drugs, no nothing. No, what do you call them? Oh, I can't remember the name. Narcotics. I can't stand narcotics. When I used to have migraines so bad I couldn't even open my eyes, they'd say, "Would you want a shot of a narcotic?" No, I don't. I just want a shot so strong of a muscle relaxant that I'll be able to get rid of it, because that's all it ever was. And it actually did more good. So just to make sure we put a baby to bed before it gets thrown in the dirty water and thrown out. Where'd that come from? I don't know. Okay, so I have to go shopping whether I like to or not, and Deb's not feeling good, so I'm on my own. Could use some prayers for strength to stay on my legs and keep going no matter what. But guess what? I'm strong. I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me, right? And if it gets a little rough, that's fine. Tomorrow will be a better day. I love you guys. Bye-bye.